Hi Libra, I'm Honey Moth Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing a timeless reading for you guys. So basically that means that whenever this video is recommended to you or whenever you feel called to watch this video, then the time is right. As always, take whatever resonates and leave the rest. And I trust that whatever crops up in this reading is ultimately for your highest good. Right, let's get into it. So, what does Libra need to know at this time? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'll take these two. Very interesting how we have an ace and a 10, being as they're both sort of either end of the spectrum numbers wise. So perhaps there's been like a very quick jump from a beginning to then something coming to completion. I feel that this is some sort of gift that you've received or will be receiving. Whether this is a gift that someone's taken, I feel like it's a handmade gift that somebody's taken a lot of time. And they've put like a lot of thought and a lot of effort into it. Or perhaps this is more of kind of like an abstract gift. But ultimately this gift leads to some sort of abundance. Something with longevity. You could be moving home. You could be adding members to your family tree. May also be like some sort of knowledge that's been passed on, because we've got the sword, which is like symbolic of truth, and then we've got the apple, which is symbolic of knowledge. I feel that this is some sort of like generational gift, or at least something to do with family. So I got the word bravery when I put this card down, which is quite interesting. And then we've got the Empress, which is Taurus energy. And there's the sword again. But instead of it being gifted, it's now being used. And then this sword is also being used in a more kind of defensive way. Pardon me if I'm not explaining things very well, because I am getting a very sort of like metaphorical, just vibe with this reading. So some sort of gift which then leads to abundance of longevity. And then I feel as though this is you using that sword, that knowledge, to weed out the people or the things that no longer serve you. Maybe this is like family members that have been sort of overstepping boundaries recently. And you're having to have like very direct conversations. Perhaps even cutting them out. And then we've got the Empress here, which is you like realising your own worth, self-confidence, prioritising yourself. Obviously, I know this is only going to resonate for a select few of you, but you could also be becoming a mother, just because we've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Empress here, which is very like motherly, parental sort of energy. Anything else for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Thank you. Yeah, you most definitely could be cutting people out, because the Queen of Swords is very... She can be quite... I'm getting the phrase cutthroat, but it doesn't necessarily have to be so harsh. But I am getting like a very direct, logical way of thinking about things. And sort of looking at the way that these people treat you in an objective way. And ultimately, if that's not how you want to be treated, then good for you for asserting boundaries. And I am also like observing as well that with most of the cards there are swords, but then it is interesting to me how the Queen of Swords herself in this deck doesn't carry a sword. And I feel that's because the sword, it's, how do I explain it? It's no longer an object, it's a part of who she is. Like she has that knowledge within her now. And perhaps maybe you have been a bit too like blunt or a bit too cutthroat in the past, and then now you're sort of choosing your words more wisely, but still able to assert those boundaries when you need to. Like I'm getting a soft but stern sort of energy with this. You may have recently started journaling or reading. And again, maybe that's where the kind of sword metaphor comes in, because swords can also be for intelligence, spoken word, written word, text, knowledge, that sort of thing. I'm getting like a shadow work energy, like maybe like I said before about the blunt words and being cutthroat and perhaps burning bridges a bit too easily. You've now sort of learned from those mistakes and you're now kind of processing perhaps why you did those things through like journaling, shadow work, as I said. Any last bits of advice for Libra? Thank you. I want to say, I'm getting the words rite of passage. So maybe there was something that you needed to experience before you could move on to a certain stage in your life. Or perhaps in a weird sense, these, the people that broke the boundaries that you set, maybe that was kind of a lesson for you to learn so that you could learn how to assert boundaries. But yeah, this is definitely like a transitional phase for you. And again, it's interesting how the sword is in the past and how it's just their hand in the future. Like there's a softness to you now rather than like a defensive sort of cutthroat kind of vibe that I was getting before. Okay, I'm going to get you guys an oracle card. Oracle card for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oracle card for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let me just find it in the book. So we've got the meaning of this card is twofold. Firstly, it's calling for more time in meditation and prayer. Energetically, you are needing some time alone with yourself in your inner space. Through meditation, you are able to connect more deeply with your higher self and your guides. Energetically, this is vital for you. Second, this card calls for you to focus on the power of your choice to facilitate the opening of your throat chakra, which is... I'll finish the passage and then I'll get to, this vocal expression, whether through chant, prayer, or even singing, is important for you now. So for the throat chakra to come out in this read is so synchronistic, because throughout the whole thing there's swords energy, and as I was saying, swords are sort of symbolic of word, text, knowledge, and the throat chakra is all about words, self-expression. So definitely try and do some throat chakra work if you can. That's so cool that that came out with this reading. Alright, so I'm going to get you guys an affirmation card as well. Feel free to use this affirmation or not. It's up to you. Let me get an affirmation for Libra, please. Allow the divine to organize outcomes. Imagine, play, simplify. Alright, Libra. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.